Hi, and welcome to Astral Messages. My name is Angela, and I'll be bringing through guided messages for the sign of Scorpio today. Thank you for being here. These messages are for the collective, so I encourage you to tap into your intuition during these reads and to discern what resonates for you and your personal journey. If you feel called to like, comment, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's have a look to see what's going on for the rest of September for the sign of Scorpio. Strongest message, please. What's going on? Ooh, okay. Ooh, we're going to take that one. Okay. And this one? No. Okay. That was quick. Okay, we have number 20. Fear. Ooh. Okay. And what else do we have? Ooh, number 55. Snake spirit. Time to heal. Okay, Scorpio. So we are healing fear. 55 here is all about change as well. You may be seeing 55. Oh, interesting to see what this fear is about. Interestingly, I am guided, which I don't normally do, but we are doing it as spirit guides. I'm wanting another one from this deck. So strongest energy, please, for the sign of Scorpio for the rest of September. What do they need to know? What is it that they need to know? Yeah, what do you need to release is at the bottom there. And we have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Whoosh, this feels quite intense, Scorpio, not going to lie. So there is some intense energy. So fear, there may be people that maybe a little angry around you as well with this fiery climax, but I feel like there's an ending to this fear. You are healing this fear. So let's dive into your tarot and see what is going on for you. Okay. Now we do a smaller Celtic cross for the end of month reads. So let's have a look. What's going on for Scorpio? Just saw the 10 of Swords, which is an ending, that fiery climax, something that's ending. Let's have a look, please, and thank you, Spirit. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is something brand new. Interesting. This is something tangible too. This is something that the universe has brought you. Okay. And I'm feeling, interestingly, like this is what you're fearing. Isn't it funny how we can sometimes fear the thing we actually ask for? Our success. And it has almost more fear because we manifest from our heart's desires. And if it's something really meaningful to us, there can actually be more fear that rises. Interesting. Let's have a look at your energy, Scorpio. The Empress. This is the divine feminine energy, regardless of gender. This is growth, abundance, birthing something new, remember? Yeah, okay. This is strong energy. This is, the Empress embodies all queens, all four queens. It's really balanced. Feels good. Okay. What's your challenge? The Chariot. And I just say we sometimes fear success. What is the Chariot? Success. This is a victory. This can be moving. But yeah, the challenge is like receiving this success. My goodness. Okay. Fascinating. This is Taurus energy and Cancer energy. What's coming towards you? Judgment. Okay, you know how I was saying this is intense? We have 1, 2, 3 out of 4 of the spread major arcana. So this is big energy, FYI. Wow. So the judgment is a decision, but it's also answering your call, your inner calling, a resurrection. It's that phoenix, right? Scorpio energy. It's the phoenix. Interesting. Okay, and what is your advice? The 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. I'm getting invest in this beautiful opportunity. You know what I find fascinating? There's this ending and deep fear and real intense energy, and I'm seeing beautiful energy on the table. So yeah, sometimes we fear when all our fear rises when our abundance arrives, the Empress. When we manifest our desires and it rocks up at the door and we're like, holy moly, and all the fear that's ever existed within our bodies and our energetic bodies comes to the surface to be released. A fiery climax. It's almost like that eruption. I'm seeing a volcanic eruption. Okay. Whew, Scorpio, let's have a look. Let's get some clarifiers. Dive a little deeper here. So why is the Empress here for the sign of Scorpio? Why is the Empress here, please? We have the moon at the bottom of the deck, and we are being influenced strongly with the eclipse season at the moment. And this card landed on all of these. So the 5 of Pentacles. Isn't that interesting? The 5 of Pentacles is a card of lack. And you may not see this with the moon being like a hidden energy. So it's interesting how we don't realize that we can hold fear around our desires. Because our logical mind's saying, absolutely, if this came in, I would be happy as. But then if you put yourself in that reality, how does your body feel? How does, is there something that will reject this or push this away? Now, with this Empress, you're abundant. And in this abundant divine feminine energy, regardless of gender, you're attracting this kind of energy. And it brings in beautiful opportunities for you, amazing opportunities. And what's hidden with the moon here is the 5 of Pentacles. And what we may not realize is if we actually receive what it is that we have long desired, we have fear rise of, but what if I lose it? Lack, right? Loss. So there's fear of, but what if I lose it? What if I stuff it up? What if? And I think that's what's coming up here. Fear of loss and lack, whether that be love, jobs, money, whatever it is, a home. What if I lose it? What if it gets taken from me? Because it's really hitting you in your feels. Because remember, this is something that you've long desired. Different if it's something that you're like, oh, I didn't really want that, but it came along. Okay, you're not emotionally invested. This feels like you're emotionally invested. And so there's that fear rising. Okay, why is the Chariot in Scorpio's challenge? What is this here? We have the Lovers, and we have the Knight of Wands. So this is victory. This could be, for some, a connection, that happy family energy. It doesn't have to be. This is just victory. I only say that because the Lovers at the bottom of the deck can refer to a romantic connection. But the Lovers is ultimately the original decision card. And what's coming towards you? The Judgment, making a decision. And the Chariot is clarified by the Knight of Wands. This is movement, because these are both movement cards. So maybe the challenge is moving towards this beautiful offer because fear is rising, making the decision to go through towards it. But also the Knight of Wands is in and out energy. And I think because on a potential logic, you're like, this is a great opportunity. Let's move towards it. And then the unconscious fear rises. Ooh, let's pull back. And then the conscious, let's go forward. Let's go back. Unconscious. So this is that in and out energy. And that is the challenge at this time, to decide to fully go towards this brand new beginning, this opportunity, whatever this is coming in for you. Okay, why is the Judgment coming towards you? Why is this here for Scorpio? Okay, we have the Hanged Man, which is Pisces energy at the bottom of the deck. We also have the Three of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Hierophant. Okay, here is that focusing on the lack and the loss, past pain with the Five of Cups. This is also Scorpio energy. The Three of Cups is ironic because the past is focusing on what's gone, what's left, what's hurt and no longer with. And the Three of Cups is, here's a brand new beginning. Here's joy. I've just flipped all those cups back up because we don't need to focus on it anymore. And it's interesting. The Hierophant is a card of commitment. Like it can be marriage and contracts, but this is ultimately the energy of commitment. And when we decide, we are ultimately committing to a path. And we can, with this new opportunity, it brings us so much joy and fulfillment and connection. And this is celebration, right? We can either, with that in and out energy, choose to embrace the new and focus on the joy, or we can decide to focus on our fear and everything that's gone wrong and could go wrong. So this is what's coming towards you, is deciding where you want to commit and heal the energy here, because the Hierophant, that's ultimately the spirit, and spirit brings in life lessons, right? And this is one of those life lessons, is how do I heal from the past so I can move forward? Okay, let's have a look at the Seven of Pentacles in your advice. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for Scorpio? We have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That is cutting out things that don't serve you. And ironically, your advice for this is landed right on the Judgment card. And we have the Magician. So remember that you have the tools to invest in this new beginning. You have the tools to cut out this past Four of Cups, past disappointment that seems to be coming up here. You have the tools, and this is a beautiful option for you to invest your time in. The Seven of Pentacles can also be a delay just to cut things out, release. But yeah, you have this brand new beginning here, and it's bringing up some energy as eclipse season does. But remember, you have the tools to do this. You are Scorpio, which means you are the energy of transformation. So remember that. This is your reading. I am sending you much love, light, and insight. And I'll see you next time.